Hmm. Well, if this is true, then it sounds like I may have a great reason to watch. Hmm. Let's check this out.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. I'm your host, Warren Thompson, and Kevin Feige has teased us that we are going to start to see the connectivity of the MCU and where the MCU is going very soon. Now, if you have been following and keeping up with everything, you know that Marvel Studios has officially dropped that big word that we've all been waiting to hear, mutants. They have officially said the word mutation, referring to genes in the MCU now, and a Marvel executive producer did indeed confirm mutants. Plus, not to mention the X-Men 97 animated series theme song that was played when the word mutation was mentioned, and of course the ending credits confirmed this as well. So it is looking like the mutants and the Fantastic Four are the future of our MCU, which is super exciting. But another thing that is really exciting as well are the villains that are going to be coming with the mutants and with the Fantastic Four. Specifically, Doctor Doom, the infamous Fantastic Four and Marvel in general villain. And it looks like we could be actually seeing Doom a lot sooner than we thought, as early on as the next Marvel project releasing, She-Hulk. There is actually a major connection to Doctor Doom coming up in the She-Hulk series. And a big rumor going around right now is that we are actually going to be introduced to one member of the Fantastic Four in the She-Hulk series, and that is the Thing, Ben Grimm. So She-Hulk might actually be a lot bigger than we think if some of these rumors are true and some of these connections end up paying off. It is possible that we could get our first introduction to the Fantastic Four and to Doctor Doom in the She-Hulk series. Now, Kevin Feige also teased us that we should be able to see the direction that the MCU is going. And from a fan's perspective, and based off of what everybody has been saying in the comments and on Twitter and on Instagram, it does seem like everybody pretty much sees the same thing, that we are headed to Secret Wars, the next big Avengers Endgame and Infinity War level event. Except this event will be bigger than ever, because it won't just have all of the groups teaming up together like the Avengers, the Guardians, Spider-Man, but we are going to have different variants of them and multiple variants of them show up as well, plus not to mention the Fantastic Four and the mutants. So imagine seeing all of those groups, but also seeing different variants of them fight alongside them as well. That's a very exciting thing to be looking forward to right now, and She-Hulk could also start that as well. Now, the big connection to Avengers Secret Wars and Doctor Doom in the She-Hulk series is actually the villain, Titania, played by Jamila Jamil. She actually has a direct and very big connection to Doctor Doom in the comics. In fact, Doctor Doom is the person who gives her her powers. Then she fights alongside Doctor Doom in Secret Wars. Let me explain how this happens. Now, in the comics, Titania's real name is Mary McFerrin, and she was born prematurely, and she grew up scrawny and short, and she wasn't very wealthy. In fact, she had to work a job to help support her family. And she was bullied a lot in school by the rich kids. Now, one day Spider-Woman swings by, and she has red hair, of course. Well, Mary had red hair too, so she told her friend that she was actually Spider-Woman, which of course was a lie. But her friend ended up telling a lot of other people who told a lot of other people, and word eventually got around that Mary was Spider-Woman. So she gets invited to a very fancy party by the cool rich kid Vanessa at her house, and she of course soon realizes that the only reason that she got invited was because everybody thinks that she is Spider-Woman. Then, at this time, the events of Secret Wars Battle World happen. In the middle of the party, the ground ribs open and becomes a part of the planet Battle World. Then the real Spider-Woman actually shows up to try and save people, and everybody of course realizes that Mary is not Spider-Woman. So everybody gets really mad, and they chase her and her friends into the woods of Battle World. The two girls are scared and they're alone, but this is where Doctor Doom finds them. And coincidentally, Doctor Doom was looking for some meta-humans that could fight alongside him and serve him, so when he finds them, he makes a deal. He'll give them powers if they serve in his army of supervillains. Well, Mary desperately has wanted superpowers for a very long time. She has always wanted to be a superhero, and she's wanted to be admired. So it's a pretty easy choice for the two of them. So they go back to the villain headquarters Doom base, where Doom uses energy from an alien storm to give the two girls powers. Now her friend ends up getting powers, being able to turn her into a fiery form, and she goes by the name of Volcana. While Mary essentially got powers that were opposite of who she was. She was short and scrawny before, now she is really big and really strong. Supposedly as strong as Titan, which is where her name Titania comes from. And from here she actually goes up against some big foes under the commands of Doctor Doom. She fights Thor, Wolverine, Rogue, and some of the other X-Men as well, and eventually she beats She-Hulk, causing a very long rivalry between the two of them, which is where she comes into the She-Hulk series. She is going to be the main villain of Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk. And since she's going to be the main villain of the series, we should be able to get a little bit of a backstory about her, like where she got her powers from and why she doesn't really like She-Hulk in the series. Now, of course, Secret Wars Battle World has not started in the MCU yet. However, as we all know, Marvel doesn't just follow the comics 100%, otherwise we would know everything that was going to happen. And of course, Battle World hasn't happened yet, so they are going to have to retcon how exactly she gets her powers. The order of events are obviously not going to be the same, but what can be the same is that she got her powers from Dr. Doom. Now, I really hope that this is hinted at a lot, but I do hope it's teased a lot, kind of like the mysterious employer from Ant-Man and the Wasp. I hope it's somewhat the same. I hope they don't reveal this right away, but then by the end of the series, they reveal that the person behind Titania, the person that gave her her powers, is Victor Von Doom. And I hope this goes along with the Thing popping up as well and making the connection between the Fantastic Four and Doom. Now, if you haven't heard the rumors recently, the latest rumor states that Jason Segel is going to be playing the Thing. Now, I'm actually a pretty big Jason Segel fan, and I think that this would work. Keep in mind, he's going to wear a mocap suit. Whoever is going to play the Thing is going to be playing a mocap suit. The person who plays the Thing does not have to be a very, very big or buff dude, even though Jason Segel is very tall. But take a look at Mark Ruffalo. He's not really the size of the Hulk. It's all mocap. And we know the MCU likes to add some comedy to things, and I think that having Jason Segel play the Thing would definitely add some comedy.
Crazy. You gotta feel so
especially when
stupid
you have
wearing them suits,
serious
man.
Mr. Fantastic most of the time. Now, the recent rumors state that the Thing is only going to communicate with Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, via his lawyer. Kind of like he has his own lawyer to talk to lawyers for him. But rumor has it that Jennifer Walters is going to be defending the Thing in a defamation case. Could this defamation case be against Victor Von Doom? There are obviously stories where they work together. Could the MCU be playing off of one of those stories? Something goes down between them and the rest of the Fantastic Four as they're all working together, and Victor possibly sues. Seems like a Victor Von Doom thing to do to me. And perhaps Victor Von Doom maybe even gives Titania her powers to go up against the Thing. But instead, she ends up kind of going up against She-Hulk. Either way, there is definitely a lot of potential with She-Hulk and its connection to Dr. Doom, and if these rumors are true, it could introduce the Fantastic Four. Keep in mind, Miss Marvel, we didn't really expect to be anything huge as far as the big reveals are concerned, but at the very last scene of the very last episode, they name-dropped mutants. So it could be that in She-Hulk, they could introduce the Fantastic Four. Plus, not to mention, San Diego Comic-Con is next week, and then it is followed up by D23, where we're expecting some pretty big reveals from Marvel Studios. And since the last thing Kevin Feige said in the last 2019 San Diego Comic-Con was the mutants and the Fantastic Four, we're expecting an update. But in the meantime, let me know what you think about this connection to Dr. Doom and the rumors about the Thing showing up in She-Hulk. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. And for live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
Well, it would make a whole lot of sense for Doom to make an appearance in there. Maybe to hear a voice or something at least to, reference him. I don't know about the Thing. I mean, the Thing could show up, but it's just kind of, I was just about to say, which makes no sense. But I was just going to say, to have big characters like that show up in a series first, I don't know. But we've already had characters show up in series. So it's not, we've had characters that show up first in a series. So I'm down for it. Doom is like a big character. He's, he's Thanos level to me, in a way. So it's like, I wouldn't have expected his first reveal to be in a series, but it could be. I mean, as long as you do it right. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I hope you're right, Cosmic, because I'd like to see both of them. I thought the Thing that was in the last Fantastic Four looked really good. I thought he did. Huge rock monster. Looked much better than what we got before, even though I was fine with that for the time. I liked both Fantastic Four movies. The The second one not as much as the first one. But yeah, so post comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you enjoyed my reaction, subscribe to The Cosmic Wonder and hit the like button, subscribe, and share right here. 10 million subscribers. Woo!